I keep trying to figure out how to put all of this and wrap it up in a nice little bow, and you know, um, how to talk about this situation, because it's really tough, man. It's super weird, but I just wanted to speak about Jason Jacoby for half a second, because a lot of people make a lot of content about Jason Jacoby, and I had made content that was in regards to Jason Jacoby, that was more so to say to the public why Austin's situation needed to be acknowledged, and somebody somewhere at that time needed to be like, hey, dude, Austin is, having this happen to him. There was a lot of other stuff behind the scenes that I can't really talk about, but, he needed somebody publicly to say something in regards to his situation that, showed that how people were trying to spin all that kind of shit. And now, or spin his situation, and now the further that we've gone into the Jacoby nightmare, hellscape, we're starting to get a really clear understanding of what this person is, and how they operate. And I'm going to be really clear with you right here, right now. His plead is insanity on his case. I really hope that the state of Georgia is paying attention, that the police department is at least listening to a lot of people have reported it. A lot of people, which is something that he does not understand, but a lot of people, including me, have reported it. That he's broken his bond. Sending in a report, being like, this guy is on the internet posting. I have not heard back. Don't know if I will. Not about me, but it was the fact that I put in a fucking report. I did. Being like, please do something. I called. You should too. Because this is going on too far, because this guy is not insane. People are talking about, I've even said mentally deranged. Being like, he's mentally deranged currently. That's not to say that he's a good person. Quite the contrary. What's going on right now is that he knows he's screwed. He knows he's fucked. And that's why he's constantly posting. Because he knows, number one, people are going to look at it. Number two, it's serving his inner rage. This guy is this is who he really is. Like, I'm sure that his ex-girlfriend knew this person. And now we're starting to see it in a very revved up format. He's not insane. He's dangerous. He's a dangerous guy. This is a dangerous man. He is clearly dangerous. I wouldn't be surprised that he would go and try to do something just before he's going to go back to jail. I don't fucking know what he's going to do, but the guy's dangerous. And this is to reaffirm, once again, that Austin and Mackenzie need to be supported during this time, because it's really and truly a bad fucking deal. Like, and there's, a lot of things that I said earlier that I don't really want to say again. But there were things that I knew about this situation before it was really made public like that. Like, for Austin's specific side of the thing. And I'm not going to give you some fucking inside shit or nothing. But it's to say, I know him more than I know her. I haven't even talked to her before, I don't think. I think I've talked to her in comments, but that's really about it. But when we're talking about this entire situation of Jacoby getting put in, that also includes her because, it's a fucking wild scene. And she had to deal with that guy at home. Like, that's fucking crazy. I would have never. But, I know Austin better than I know her. And when me and him were talking about it, because he's a very, very analytical person, people don't understand what type of guy he is outside of his videos. And honestly, he's the same fucking dude, But he's not a robot. Like, people, I guess, assume that he's, like, robotic or something. That he does not have emotions or something. Because he's always, he's getting his point out there, and it's unbiased, but it's a point to say, well, now it's your turn. Now you speak. He's very analytical and logical. Like, after getting to know him, that's the most prevalent thing about him. And when we were talking about some of the stuff that we were talking about, I was mostly in the conversation just trying to reaffirm to him, because he's so analytical and he's so logical, he's thinking about both sides of the thing. Being like, well, could he have meant this? Or could they have said, or could I have... People assume that he's like a one-statement type of guy and he doesn't think or something, And that's not true. And a lot of our conversations was me just trying to reaffirm and be like, yes, man. Like, this is fucked up. Like, this is not right. This is fucked up. It was fucking crazy. It was insane. And the point of bringing any of this up is to say, when I'm saying that he's not insane and that he's straight up just dangerous, that is to imply that we need to support these people who have been wronged by this guy, because really it's one of the crazier things that I've ever seen in a community for a game, and the inner world of the shit, and how fucking crazy it stirred everything up. Like, it's fucking wild. It's a crazy fucking thing, and it sucks. Especially seeing, how Austin in particular has been, I'm not gonna say that. It's just, you can tell that it's been rough on everybody. Everybody's kind of suffering a little bit, and it stinks, because I don't really know Austin like super personally or anything like that, but I respect him. I respect him as a person. I respect what he's done. He's done a lot of good things for people, and they don't even really realize that. Like, people are kind of blind to his specific angle of what he was internet-wise and who he is as a person. People were getting the two very twisted, and I was having to deal with that in comments, defending him once all this started going down, like, for real, at the start of his, especially when he lost his job, The whole point of this is to say we got to do something. So if you haven't reported it, report it. I did. I'm hoping that it helps, but I know that the state of Georgia has just been a complete and total failure. It's an absolute disgrace, and the psychology of that guy, what he's got going on, is not insanity. What he's doing right now is not insane. It's absolutely like a revenge tour for him. He's going on a rampage. He's in a rage. This is just him angry. This is just how he acts. He acts like he's a nice guy to hide the inner, freaky deaky, like, this guy's gonna pick up your head like a claw machine and pop it off. Like, this guy is a freak of nature. This guy's crazy. But not in the insane crazy. He's just... The guy has completely lost the plot. I don't know what his problem is. I don't know if it's bipolar disorder or multiple personality disorder or schizophrenia or whatever his problem is. I don't think it's any of those. I think it's just this guy has decided that this is a hill that he's going to die on because he is going to fucking prison. And now he's trying to get back at anybody that he can. And, thankfully Austin doesn't live in Georgia. Thankfully Mackenzie got a restraining order. Thankfully he's not overtly violent either. Because he can become overtly violent. That's why people honestly need to just start reporting his videos and then reporting him to the damn police. Anytime he starts making a new account, everybody needs to mass flag the video, report it, and anybody really can recall the cops again and be like, look, this man just made another YouTube account. He is posting videos against his bond agreement. He is completely... You need to go and get this guy. This guy is harassing people. Austin just did a 2-hour and 30-minute long stream about how to document a cyber stalker with Google Drive, and went through his entire Google Drive of Jason Jacoby harassing him. It's unbelievable. It's fucking crazy. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen, and the fact that the state of Georgia is just complicit, except for like one bond agent in the entire state. Like, what the fuck? What is going on? It's crazy.